Oh, hey. It's Green Thumb's official here. You know, you've probably been wondering where I've been for a month. Well, you see, I was chosen by some scientists to do some research in Antarctica. But then everything was going fine. But then this dog, or what we thought was a dog, entered our base. We tried looking after it, but it turned out to be this creature that can imitate anything. I ran away, but I ran away, and now I'm in the middle of nowhere, man. I have no idea where I am. You know, I've been thinking, this is kind of like John Carpenter's The Thing, one of my favorite horror movies. I suppose I got a lot of time to kill while I wait to freeze to death. So why not? Let's talk about The Thing. The Thing was directed by John Carpenter, who you may know as the director of Halloween, and stars Kurt Russell, who previously appeared in lots of Disney movies. It was released on the 20th of August in 1982 and initially received mixed reviews. However, it has been re-evaluated and is now considered one of the greatest horror films of all time, and for good reason. It is a film with some of the best special effects I've ever seen, as well as some chilling sound design. It had a haunting atmosphere that made it feel as though none of the main characters were safe at any point of the film. Its soundtrack was very brilliant and really memorable. It sort of reminds me of the Jaws soundtrack in the sense that it's not very in your face in the slightest, and yet it speaks way more than some overtly intense music ever could. It was also very unpredictable, and a lot of the scary scenes came out of nowhere and caught me off guard. And I mean, those practical effects again, I mean, just look at them, they're so grotesque. I love them. This film also inspired Among Us, fun fact. So now that I think about it, this film is actually pretty sus. To be honest with you, The Thing is not a very complicated movie story-wise. An alien organism that can imitate any life form crash lands on Earth and tries to kill a group of researchers in Antarctica. So, unlike my other analyses where I discuss the themes and the characters and the story, this is more going to be an analysis of why The Thing is so effective at being a terrifying horror movie. Most monster horror movies, there's a build-up before you see the creature, right? Like something like Jaws, it doesn't show the shark right away. However, The Thing, it's not really like that. You see, The Thing is actually one of the first characters you see in the film, and it's only 30 minutes in when it starts doing this shit. For most movies like this would kill any and all feeling of subtlety and mystery. But that's not the case with this film. You see, The Thing isn't really about hiding a terrifying monster from you and then showing it at the end as like some grand reveal. The Thing presents this kind of horror where the danger could be hiding amongst your peers, and something that could seem normal could actually be something horrific and terrible. This film also provides a very strong depiction of the paranoia and distrust that can result in having that knowledge. It isn't long after the terrifying dog kennel scene when MacReady, our protagonist, realizes that The Thing has started to imitate one of his peers, and when he tells this to everyone, it causes a lot of fear and distrust.
fish right through your head.
You guys gonna listen to Gary? You gonna let him give the orders? I mean, he could be one of those things. When do you think it got to him?
I don't know.
Could have been any time, anywhere. If it did get to him.
Hey, look, Childs, come on.
The lights went out.
That would have been the perfect time.
Right. You said guys were missing, and Winters, where were you?
Hey, Pom, we're gonna talk to the
Where were you?
For the first 30 minutes of the film, we see the thing primarily in its dog form, patrolling around the camp and observing the behaviors of the humans around it, deciding what form to take, I suppose. And I think that this is pretty genius. I think this because before it eventually decides to take the form of Norris, we are sort of shown that it's very quiet, cold, and observing, and so it gives you ideas as to who the thing might be once we get to the mystery portion of the film. I had so many ideas going through my head like, maybe it is Gary as everyone in the film seems to think. But also, what if it's like Norris? He seems very quiet, just like the thing in its dog form. And so if it's not good at mimicking personality, it might not have to if it disguises itself as Norris. Maybe it's Windows. I mean, sure, he did freak out earlier. But it could just be the thing acting. It thinks if it acts all scared and panicked, no one will think that Windows is the thing. It's just... Look, what I'm trying to say is that this film kept my brain engaged, and I was constantly wondering who could and couldn't be the thing. Hell, even the film's main protagonist wasn't safe from possibly being the thing. Now, about me thinking that Norris could have been the thing... I don't want to say I called it, but I especially love how the thing wasn't really just one entity. It was actually multiple, because the thing could, infect people and make them things as well. It heightened the tension and feeling of hopeless dread that the film had, because more likely than not, more than one of the characters was actually a thing. You know how I mentioned that the thing showing the creature early actually benefits it, which is unusual for movies like this? Something else I also like about this film that I probably wouldn't like when it comes to other films is that the characters aren't really given all that much personality, with the exception of MacReady, of course. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say that these guys are wooden or anything, but I don't think that their personalities are very complex. But I think that works in the case of this film because it makes the mystery more engaging, because when the personalities are simple and easy to imitate, it makes it even more likely that anybody could be the thing. Also, there's no way that I can do an analysis of this video without talking about that ending, dude. So, our remaining crew of confirmed humans finds out how they can eradicate the thing for good, and they set up this plan to heat up the base so that it can't freeze. But MacReady is seen from a distance wandering around the base, separated from the others. I wonder what that's about. And then you don't see him for a while. Kinda suspicious, not gonna lie. So anyways, while the boys are doing their activities, Knowles and Gary both die, and MacReady finally destroys the Blair thing, providing one of my favorite one-liners in all of film as he does it.
You too!
Afterwards, he decides to take a well-deserved rest when none other than Childs shows up.
Where were you, Childs?
Thought I saw Blair. I went out after him.
Childs joins MacReady, and the latter suggests that the two of them just wait there to see what happens, and the film ends on that dark, chilling note. It ends with the possibility that Childs could be a thing, but it doesn't give you the answer, giving you a chilling sense of uncertainty. So yeah, that's the thing. Overall, I think John Carpenter has made an intense, awesome, suspenseful, meticulously crafted, and highly rewatchable horror masterpiece. I love this film. Well, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support really helps out. As for me, I suppose I'm just about to freeze to death out here. And hey, well, hang on. Look over there. Hey, it's the other guys. I'm saved. Oh crap! What? It's that thing. Grab the flamethrower. All right, I'll see you guys later. I have something to do real quick.